Ooh. Jeez. Hey! It's 4:30. It's Wednesday. Oh my God, I'm getting scruffy. Need to get a haircut. DF in the house. What's up, buddy? What's going on? How's the sound? DF, how's the quality? Can you hear me? James in the house. What's going on, my boy? J Web Fitness, Justin in the house. What's going on? Everybody's in the house. You guys, I haven't worn this jersey since I competed. I just grabbed it out of the. It's looking pretty tight. It's tighter than I remember. Sorry, yeah, it was in the closet and I was like, you know what? We're gonna talk about East versus West a little bit. Then we grab the East versus West shirt. God, man, this thing is tight. No breathing room. You got to keep good posture so I don't slouch, get my man boobs. J Web Fitness says Emil versus me on the left. What's your odds? If you guys are fresh, Emil wins 70-30. Corey Van Meter says, put my name in. I'll compete. Hey, looking slim, bro. Thank you, guys. Palin, what's going on? Arm Wrestling Opinion, California King, what's going on? Aiden Hobgood. Derek looking huge. It's just the shirt's really small, guys. But I have been lifting. I've been going at it now. We are 2 week. We're on our second week of hardcore, going for five days a week plus practice. So we're getting all the way back at it, guys. Let's see. Benjamin, what's going on? Squad up later. Yeah, I got to go from here to the gym. And then from the gym, then we can play if you're up late. Evening, the King Hoddle. Going on, man. J-Wayne Fitness says you hold email left-handed when you're fresh. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I gotta see it. Hey, if you're that's the truth. That's the truth. But I gotta see that email. I want to see that. GB19 says talking about qualification tournaments. Yes, I'm gonna get into that. I think let's get the chat built up a little bit, and we're gonna get into exactly what I mean in the title. If you guys can give me a thumbs up, please. We got 3 thumbs up. We got 27 people in here. Those are rookie numbers. Let's light shave up a little bit. Let's get him lit up. He likes. There he is. No, still not Christmas yet. We got to use the lights on shave here. Get it all boosted up. There we go. Spence. There he is, my boy. He says, hit that like button. Thank you, Spence. Member for 15 months. Always supporting me. Thank you so much, Spence. West Coast Arm Wrestling. Derek. Tom Nelson says he's going to be at you. You better not let him, because if he beats you, I'm beating you too. Hold on. This is still my state right-handed. All right, so hold on. Dial back. I ate. Nothing would make me happier than to see a trained up, motivated Tom Nelson. You're waiting for it, Tom. You know it. We're waiting for you to go all out for a while. It's been a while. I would love to have another match with Tom Nelson, of course. Him taking it serious and training super hard for a while. Of course, I have nothing but respect for Tom Nelson. That has been the man in California for the whole time I arm wrestled up until, he was number one arm in California until I finally beat him basically I don't know, what was that? How long ago did I pull Tom? A couple years ago? So yeah, for like 10 years of my career, he's the guy. And I always look up to Tom, and I always will look up to Tom. B says your group needs to pull Joseph Morento in Arizona, about 160 pounds. I bet he's number one in the U.S. at this weight. Absolute freak. Oh, well, it sounds like Joseph needs to get out a little bit more. Go travel, man. Hit up some events, some big events. Get his name out there a little more. Schmo, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Devin Dodd, just because you wear the tightest shirt you have doesn't mean you're getting more. I know. I just wore it because I'm going to talk about East versus West. I'm sorry if it shows off my guns right now. What's up, Derek? Can't wait to see you smash some people on the table. Thank you. No One Special 321. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. All right. So David Chapman, Arm Wrestling, what's up? Hope you're well. I'm doing great. It feels very good to be back to training full time and feeling motivated and being tore down all the time from the gym and rebuilding every day. It's great. I love this. I love the training times where I'm all out in the gym. So it feels fantastic, man. First Wednesday in a while I'm not working. Hey, anyone up for a tip? Anyone have tips for faster recovery after practice? Just conditioning. So there's a lot of tips. I mean, if you want to just do it the more lazy route, I mean, rest, obviously, rest and sleep and hydration. You could also do, depending on what's hurt or how you're tore down or where you're tore down, you can do active rehab, meaning you want to promote blood flow to the area that's affected, right? That's the goal. Pretty much all is getting blood to the affected area because blood is what heals, right? So you could do it through active rehab, meaning, so say my bicep was hurting, I could do really light, 5-10 pound bicep curls, really isolating the bicep muscle, and just do that to get a nice pump, and then stopping to promote blood there to heal it, right? Or you could do scraping or massage therapy, some stuff to get the blood to the affected area so it heals it. That's the general premise, right? Other than that, eat right. Some people, if you have inflammation, ice can help take down the inflammation. Some people preach against ice. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, generally your body does the right thing automatically, right? So whatever your body wants to do, kind of let it do its thing, and it'll take care of itself for the most part. Just take some time. And I know it's hard to give time when you're when you're a new arm wrestler and you're super motivated, but it's just part of the game, man. West Coast Arm Wrestling says, "You are a beast, Derek. I'm not on that road right now. I'm on that road right now. LOL. Trying to beat Tom isn't easy. Seeing you accomplish that has motivated me like crazy. Keep on going, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And I have so much love for all arm wrestlers, but especially my Cali boys, man. All my homies out here. Texas Piranha in the house. Another member in the house. You guys love seeing the members pop up with a little icon next to their name. Thank you for supporting me and supporting the channel all the time. Texas Piranha, Michael Edwards, one of my good friends from Texas, holding it down out there. The little Texas Piranha. David Chapman Arm Wrestling says, I think Ingen pairing with Travis could be a game changer because Travis knows how to run tournaments at a profit. Hopefully that will add to the financial security of East versus West. Yeah, hopefully, I agree. G19 says, did you crack the code of Devin's message on his next match? No, I have not. Anthony Lowe, Mike, how are you busy making eggnog? Yeah, I know, right? Sitting there cooking and watching Tobias, his baby boy. All right, guys, can we know another like spike? We're at 16 likes. We got 43 people in here. Can we get another like spike? Let's get that thing up to like at least 30. Would make me feel good about myself. And then and it's all about making me feel good about myself. That's the whole reason. You just gotta boost my ego, make me feel good. No, just so it helps out with the algorithm a little bit. So it shows that people kind of like it. Maybe get it picked up a little bit more. So I want to get into what some of you guys already know about in the chat, I can tell, but just elaborate a little bit more on my role in it and what's going to happen with this. So Engen decided for East vs. West 8, he's going to be hosting qualifiers, right? He wants to have the number keeps kind of going back and forth. We went down to 3 qualifiers in the United States and 1 in Canada, to 4 or 5 in the United States, and then 2 in Canada. But the idea is we're going to have qualifiers in the United States, anywhere from 3 to 5, right? Qualifiers, and then we'll have a finals in the United States. And then they're going to have 1 or 2 qualifiers in Canada, and then those Canadian arm wrestlers will come down to the finals in the United States. I believe Travis is hosting the finals. I'm not exactly sure where. I don't know if it's out by where he lives or what the plan is. They hit me up to host the West Coast one, or the California one, right? It sounds like there might be a Washington qualifier as well. But basically what it is, guys, is it's going to be 4 weight classes, right? It's 0 to 1, off the top of my head, 0, 170, 170 to 200, 200 to 240, 240 and above. I believe that's what it is. The right-handed, and then 2 weight classes for ladies. I don't know them off the top of my head. There's going to be 2 weight classes for ladies. Right-handed, the right-handed winners at the finals will be guaranteed a spot at East vs. West with your trip paid for, and I believe it's $1,000 on top of that. So you have your whole trip paid for, your flight and your hotel, and then they'll give you $1,000 on top of that for your trip. That's the winner's right-handed. The winner's left-handed will be considered for an East vs. West match. It's not guaranteed because he only has a few left-handed matches, and so it's he can't guarantee a left-handed match, but they will be heavily considered for a left-handed match if you win your left-handed class in a turn. Let me catch up in the chat, and we'll get back onto that real fast before you guys take off too far. Is it practice on New Year's Day? I have not thought about it yet. Maybe. I like practice. Do you like potatoes? Sure. Benjamin Max, show them biceps and forearm flex. Bicep. Come on. And forearm flex. I don't have a pump, man. You can't ask me to do that shit when I don't have a pump. Derek, welcome. I'm here now. Oh, thanks, Alex. I'm happy you're here. Texas Piranha, number 15 months as well, says, yeah, buddy, I have to start losing weight. The qualifiers are 170 weight for the East vs. West. I'm 190 right now. Mike is 5'2" and 190 pounds right now. Mike. He's not really 5'2". I just like to give him crap. Yeah, you got to start losing weight, man. Will Brzenk have to qualify? LOL. Alien hasn't specified on who needs to qualify. I think people that have already participated can qualify and get a guaranteed match. I think like I don't know, guys like me or ever. I think I'm still in the pool where if Engen wants me, he'll just hit me up, or if he has a match for me, he'll just hit me up. I mentioned me or those guys having to qualify. I don't know, but I think that some people will try to qualify to get a guaranteed match, like a guaranteed match in the next thing. So I'm not sure exactly in terms of people that have already competed. Let's see, 170. You better get on the suspense. No way I caught it live. I can't pronounce it. Deefy Dubs. I'm just calling you Dubs. Dubs, welcome, bro. Glad you made it. Is it like amateur competition before the day of East versus West event? No, it's so we'll have the qualifiers that I'll be hosting and other people are hosting. We'll have an amateur event as well. But the amateur event will stop there. It won't go to the finals, as far as I know, unless they change that. And Travis might change it so he gets more entries, so he gets more money for the tournament. But as far as I know, the amateur thing is separate. It doesn't qualify you for East versus West. Let's see. I gotta gain weight. I'm at 244, says Anthony. Or you can just cut down. You got 4 pounds, bro. Be at the top of the 240s. It said Tim was a Washington qualifier and that Travis finals are in Virginia. Okay, there you go. So yeah, Tim's doing the one in Washington, and Travis is gonna have it in Virginia then. Thank you, Aaron Castillo, my boy. Looked really good at that tournament, bud. I saw you pull, man. Congratulations. What kind of advice can you give someone who loves to arm wrestle but doesn't have anyone to regularly pull? Well, find somebody, create another arm wrestler is the best way. All right. So you're watching the videos, you don't have anybody around that likes to arm wrestle. Go to a gym and just keep bringing it up in conversation, right? And just try to. That's how I built my team. I needed something. I needed people, and so I kept looking for like-minded individuals. So I found someone that lived a city away that wanted to start learning arm wrestling. I was in it for like 3 or 4 years. I said, I'll teach you what I know. We both did a bunch of homework. I taught him as much as I could, and then we just started networking. He brought his cousin, and then I met somebody in a grocery store, and then we just slowly pieced together a team, and we were learning together as time went on. So I would say do that, man. Just I know you're not going to find an established arm wrestler. You might not be able to, but just find people. Oh my gosh, find people that are like-minded that want to get into the sport, and then bring that up, right? Sorry, I'm getting a phone call from the arm wrestling whisperer himself, ETN. ET, obviously I'm live right now, so stop calling me, please, sir. Let's see. But yeah, so keep training, keep watching your YouTube videos, keep doing the lifts and getting stronger at the lifts and stuff. That's not a bad idea. But yeah, definitely try to just network. You got to just talk to people. Use the Armbit app. Maybe you'll find someone that's kind of interested in it around you. If not, go to a gym and just start talking. Just start talking and inviting people to learn how to arm wrestle with you. Ricky Walker with the $5 super sticker. Brother, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Always dropping off the super stickers. Thank you, Ricky. You're the man. You're the man. You know what, Ricky? That's it. Even though it's a sticker, I'm giving you the spot because you always support. I appreciate you, Ricky. It was EY. Yeah, EY. Ricky W. with the $5 sticker. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Top donator of the day so far. I appreciate you, man. Hang out with Chave. Keep him company, man. Another one. He's doing the thing. He's dropping off all the stickers again. Who are you hoping to face next? Says JCCCarter.nation. I'm just getting ready. I'm getting ready for battle, and I'll find something. That's kind of where I'm at mentally. Like, yeah, we were kind of in talks with Austin Jaggers and trying to figure out something with that. It's not out. It's kind of just I need to hear more about it. I'm not sure. So I don't have anything in stone. But I'm just going to start training and just get ready, and then we'll have an event or a match, and I'll just hopefully destroy somebody. But as of right now, I don't have anything planned out in Iron. But I think that I would like to have a match, man. I want to pull Austin. I'd like to pull. I really want to pull Blake Perry. That's my buddy. I want to have a fun match with Blake Perry. BJ Fokakis. I love to have a match with those guys. Those are guys I've wanted to pull with. I've never gotten a chance to pull in a super match. So I think it'd be fun to pull with those guys. And then eventually, we'll go. Maybe one day me and Chance have a match. I don't know if we want. We got to talk privately and see if we can work out one. Chance, and then obviously the goal is to pull Corey West. If after that we have Todd Hutchings and then Michael Todd and Jerry and all the scary guys. But yeah, nothing set in stone. Hey, Derek, are you competing East vs. West 6? I don't have any plans or invites to compete in East vs. West as of right now. Let's see. Atlantis IRL, thanks for tuning in. We'll have fun. Anthony Lowe, need to be around 260 to cut to the 240s. I gotcha. How do you think you do left-handed versus Corey? Corey's stronger than me left-handed. So last time we pulled, he's the one that hurt my left. It was at practice, and my arm was tired before we started pulling, but I went to complete failure of my wrist, and it like came to my wrist was jacked up almost 2 months, and then my outer elbow has been hurt since. So left-handed, no, Corey has me, but I don't have a ton of pride in my left. It's more funsies arm. Dub says, like Defy. Oh, Defy. Dubs. Okay, gotcha. But call me Dubs. Good to be here. What's something you've recently learned or taught on a table recently? Something I've recently learned or taught on the table recently. I'm trying to think of most recent things. I mean, I teach all the time because I have my team, so I'm constantly giving instructions to people. But something I've learned recently, it's not really like, there's not a lot of things I hear nowadays that blow my mind that like, oh, that's new for arm wrestling. I've kind of gone down the rabbit hole. I've kind of heard, I think, almost everything. But at what will switch, what will happen in my mind is that I'll start putting a larger emphasis on certain things, or I'll start prioritizing certain things in a match or in training. So I'll do, like, I'd heard about this 1,000 times, but now I'm starting to think it's a little more important than I previously thought, or I need to give more attention to this. That kind of thing happens every once in a while, but I don't normally learn new philosophies and brand new ideas for arm wrestling that I haven't already heard before. It's just trying to find ways to piece them together the correct way and to teach them the correct way. So I'm not even sure, man. The most recent thing I learned. I think in the end, Devin Larratt, this I guess is a more recent thing. So Devin, we all know he does the King's move and or open top rolling and stuff like that. That's been around. That's not new. But the more I dove into it, and the more I had conversations with him, and I started like even staying more open-minded about it and stuff, and like I came to more of a realization about how it's the most efficient way of arm wrestling, and it is. And when Devin says things like hooking is a way of the past, not necessarily. I get what he's saying. Not that I agree with that. Like people shouldn't hook and things like that, but I do agree that outside pulling and emphasizing riser and pronation and cupping and things like that is the most efficient way to arm wrestle in terms of you using the biggest, strongest muscles and the fewest and the most muscles versus them using fewer muscles and weaker muscles. It's the best way to conserve energy and all the things and control parts that influence the match the biggest. It is the most efficient style of arm wrestling. So I agree with that. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to start doing that consistently, but adding those aspects or prioritizing those aspects into my training and into my polling, those types of things have grown. Hopefully that answers your question, man. What's going on, guys? I see everybody joining up. Anthony Lowe says, Michael Hines coming over to practice tonight. You should head over. Oh, Anthony, Michael Hines is a beast. Dave Moran says, hey, buddy, big love from Scotland. So do you think Brian Shaw can get to the top? If Brian Shaw decided to commit himself 100% to the sport, then yes, I believe he could get to some insane level for sure. It's just that first part has to happen. He has to commit 100% to arm wrestling. Is Hafthor Bjornsson coming to arm wrestling? I have not heard anything. I haven't talked to Michael Todd in a while, though. I'd love to hear some behind-the-scenes stuff. Maybe I should reach out to Mike, and maybe he can fill me in on what's going on with Hafthor. I know he's been, messing with him and talking to him and stuff. So, you guys kind of took off of me a little bit. Make sure if you want to support Derek, you check out his link tree. Thank you, Spence, for sharing the link tree, you guys. It's a link to all my social medias and sponsors and things like that. If you guys want to, and it has a link also to the EvW which is the site that me and my beautiful girlfriend run. If you guys want to get some shirts from now till New Year's, guys, it's 35% off on the AW Switch. So if you want to get hats, shirts, or stickers, go on there. 35% off until the end of the year. Order yourself something. I would love to see pictures or videos of people rocking the hats or the shirts or the stickers. Please send me pictures. If you guys do get stuff from there, please let me know about it. Bridget's been super busy running around and shipping all that stuff out. She's handling the business. Please check that out. theawswitch.com. Let's see, you guys are all talking to each other. Mike and Lower having a conversation they could have in DMs, but in the chat, Linky Slinky number 1, you would kill Levon. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate the love. Hey, one day it's gonna happen. I still have faith. A lot of people don't have faith in me, but I have faith. Mitch says, one question, please. Is Core Sports for the pay-per-view? Okay? I only get Error 404 and FAQ and other links. Not a good first impression, in my opinion. Greetings from Germany. Core Sports has not done me wrong. I know they had some problems in the past East versus West and stuff with internet connections and whatnot. But the last one went off without a hitch. So from my perspective, everything's been fine. I don't know what's going on specifically with your connection with them, but yeah, the chat can tell you. Like, here, let's host a poll right now. Are you currently with Core Sports? So think about how the last tournament went. Was it good? Was the quality good? Was everything run up to par? And that includes King of the Table as well. So as far as the production from Core Sports, are you happy? Are you satisfied with Core Sports? Yes or no? Well, it's a poll right here, right? Just so I don't want to just give you my opinion. Jay King says, "Dang, looking swole. What's your secret?" Chave is he's been working out a lot. I came in here the other day. I saw him doing burpees, right, where you do the push up, you stand up, and you clap. So he's been getting it, especially when I leave. He gets a little more active when I leave, I feel like. Mitch says, thanks. Hopeful to work in January, but still strange that 50% of the side do not work. So what's up, Derek? Paul Pastor, what's going on? Brian says, I've been doing some unorthodox forearm training. We will see if they worked in January. Attaboy. Eric Castillo, hey, Anthony, let me know how it goes with Jack if you get to pull with him. He's one of my favorites to practice with. Yes. Guitar King, yo, Big D, what up? What's going on, Guitar King? Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Always great to have you around. Bridget Sexiness in the house, my lady. There she is. Let's see. David Marr says, a bunch of hashtags. Marius Gate says, remember the internet problems that the other ones were not Core Sports' fault. Yeah, they were told not to get an internet truck, and now Ingen has learned, and he got a better internet connection for the events, so it worked out well this next time. Do you think Ermey's number 2 in the world? Says Linky Slinky number 1. It's very complicated, in my opinion, as far as who's number 2. I feel Ermey's is definitely in the conversation for number 2. Do I think he's like cemented? He's for sure number 2. In my opinion, no. I feel like if he has a match with Alex Cardecha again, I think Alex wipes him again. I think the styles are really bad, and I think it goes that way in a lot of these matches. That it's just like on any given day, 2 through like 8 can mix it up almost, right? Depending on who pulls who and who has what style against who. So I don't know if anybody's cemented in at number 2. There could be guys like on a certain day that could be number 2, because like if I believe that Alex Cardecha can beat Ermey's, right? Then but Dave beats Alex, but Ermey's beats Dave, right? And that's not even talking about throwing in like, Vitali or Gennady or all these other monsters, Jerry, right? There's all these other monsters. So like, I don't know, man. That's such a complicated question. I believe he could be number 2. I don't know if he is for sure though. King Hoddle says, do you find it interesting or instructive that 2 of the best ever, Devin and John the GOAT, don't do any general weightlifting, just arm wrestling specific training? I'd also like to point out a few things about that. Obviously, this is something I think about a lot in terms of training perspectives towards arm wrestling. There's a lot of different routes and a lot of different ways to the promised land. One, consider that they've been arm wrestling 40 years, right? Consider that. Keep that in mind. Consider that when they both had times of heavy resistance. So John grew up weightlifting somewhat and training with his dad, who was a professional arm wrestler, and his brother, who was a professional arm wrestler. So imagine growing up, as you go through puberty, you're already arm wrestling, right? Cementing everything, and then you break your elbow and it heals and it fuses even tighter, right? Then everybody you practice with from then on are world champions. You surround yourself with Kevin Bongard, with Bob Brown, with Todd Hutchings, with all the guys. Your training partners are all top level. So the resistance you're getting at practice is top level resistance, top level training, right? It's heavy resistance. Devin Larratt, heavy, lifted super heavy. Videos of him curling 200 pounds, right? Did all that on top of arm wrestling, right? So also, and those are 2 guys that have prioritized arm wrestling. 2 guys that are some of the most jacked up physically dudes ever, right? Both of them, multiple surgeries, right? I don't think that arm wrestling often, and purely arm wrestling, is the safest, most well-rounded approach to the sport, in my opinion, right? Does it work? Obviously, right? It can work, obviously. But I think that it's a little dangerous. They both had surgeries all over their elbows and shoulders and things like that. Arm wrestling is a very, it's not a natural movement for the body. A ton of internal rotation is horrible for your shoulders in terms of building balance. I think going to the gym and having a solid gym routine builds balance in the shoulders, helps prevent a lot of injuries. and will keep you generally healthier. And then I also think that if you're purely practicing, it really depends on who you're pulling against and how you pull. To become a well-rounded arm wrestler, so say my whole team is hook pullers, right? And I hook with them, and I become the king of the hook pullers, but I'm never used to people top rolling me, right? So then I become deficient against guarding that top roll. And then there's a million different styles of top rolls and a million different sizes of hands and variables that I feel like pure table time is a sloppier. When I say sloppier, I mean it can go wrong in so many different ways. It's a sloppier approach rather than strong individually in the gym, making sure your riser is stronger, pronation, yada, 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 getting all those things stronger in your tendon and whatnot. And then bringing the full, well-rounded approach to the table, meaning I have the muscles to do anything. And then having practicing intentionally the things that you need to work on. So, all right, guy on my team with two hands, top roll me, I'm gonna contain. Now low hand top roll me. Now I'm gonna, try to hook you, use two hands and a rubber band or whatever it is. And we mimic all the movements, the correct movements. So intentional table time with very intentional lifting on specific muscles. Then the guesswork is out of it because I know every muscle is stronger. I know I've worked out every single angle. And so just add horsepower, right? So I think there's a more calculated way to get stronger, but I'm not saying it's the only way. There's a lot of different ways to do it, right? That's just kind of how I see it personally. It's just a little too messy for me. Pure table time is a little too messy for me because it really challenges, you could be strong in certain ways and weak in other ways, if you understand what I'm saying. Anyway, sorry. That's a question I'd like to answer. Devin John both weight train says J King. Yeah, somewhat. Do you know the confirmed match for the next king table? I do not. Eric Castillo says Gage did awesome in Washington State, especially against Jordan. He called out Shark, but who else do you think would be a good person for him to pull? I'm not sure. I haven't really thought about that too much. Around 200 to 220. I mean, I think him having a goal for Sharkovich is good. I'd have to look at the list a little bit and see styles and where I think see Gage land. Game says, where are you in the rankings in North America? I believe in the hook rankings, which is the ones I care about the most. That's all North America. That has me at 6th right-handed, 9th left-handed. Do they have they do have 4 decades under the belt. Marius Gates says, but also John was really good even at 19. Yes, he was. And he'd been arm wrestling since he was a child and arm wrestling hard since he was like 13, right? So by the time he was 19, he already had X amount of years under his belt, right? Brockton Dog says, what's your thoughts on Hermes versus Levon match? Another easy 6-0. Yeah, I think Levon wins that comfortably. Need a rematch with Tim Bresnan. It'll tell us a lot about both your current forms. Tim hasn't lost, I believe. Tim hasn't lost since he pulled me. I think he pulled what? Matt Mask right after that. He beat Matt Mask. He beat Wayne Withers due to Wayne getting injured. I think he had a match with Dave Morocco. Who else has he pulled? I feel like there might be another one there missing. But I believe Tim hasn't lost since I beat him. Do you think Devin can beat Hermes? I think a prepped heavy Devin is very difficult to beat unless you're Levon. And even if you're Levon, it's very difficult to beat. I think Levon would even agree with me. A prepped, heavy Devin. He was number 2. Levon said it with confidence. That's number 2 in the world. And no one would know better than Levon. He's beaten everybody. So I think that Devin has enough. He's more intelligent, and I think he would have necessary tools to be able to beat Hermes for sure, especially over a super match. Maybe he might lose a round or 2, but then it's over. Brian says, do they usually provide chalk at tournaments, or you have to bring your own? They should provide chalk at the tournaments. King Hoddle says, thank you for that context. No problem. Benjamin isn't Gage training with Abbott's team. You corrected me on that last time. LOL. No. So as far as I know, unless Gage has changed, Gage moved out there a year or 2 ago. I don't know how long it's been. He's attended 1 practice that I know of at Jacob Abbott's house in almost 2 years. He lives about 15 minutes away, but he likes to just lift weights and hang out and just train for arm wrestling in the gym. So I know he's not consistently getting over there to their practice, unless that changed in the last month, and he just hasn't told me. He's just lifting in the gym for it. So, so people like Jacob Abbott's his new coach, his new captain. As far as I know, Gage has been to 1 practice. Aaron Castillo, are you still in here? Maybe you could verify that. How many times has Gage been to practice at Jacob Abbott's house? Is Derek going to pull the qualifier in California? Says Ignacio. No, I'll just be running it. It's going to be Gage only come to Jacob's once that I know exactly. Yeah, I'll be running the qualifier, but not pulling at it. Do you think Jerry can beat Dave? I think Dave has the necessary strength and style to beat Jerry. But I think if Jerry gets Dave in a bad spot, potentially. But I think that Dave has so much side pressure and internal rotation that he can get Jerry outside his shoulder and making it difficult for Jerry. Jerry has never beat Dave over all the times he pulled. There we go. Hermes beats Arm Father so hard he gets slammed to USA. I don't know what that means, Captain Maj. I don't know who Arm Father is. Who's Arm Father from USA? Anyway, all right. So qualifier thing. What I forgot to I'm trying to think what I forgot to mention. But this is a big opportunity, guys. For if you guys that poll. Currently satisfied with course sports. 81% of people said yes. 19% said no, with 54 votes. There we go. So most people are currently satisfied with the way course sports have been hosting events. The answer to your question earlier, my boy. So do I have Sarah Latona in the chat? Sarah, thank you for joining up. Always great to see Sarah Latona in the chat. Do I have a date? She says, no, I do not. As of right now, I am teaming up with some local guys who I adore, who are my boys. Right now, me, Leo Landeros, who owns Lion Straps, Mega Mike, Michael Coburg, and Dallas Langston. I made a little chat. The four of us are trying to help pool our resources and get this event hosted. Ingen tasked me with it. I said, I can't do it by myself. So I reached out to my boys, and we're kind of getting it going. I was told that we have a venue. Mike knows a guy that owns a gym in Gardena, California. He already talked to the guy. The guy said he's down to have the event there. It's like a CrossFit type gym. So as far as I know right now, we have a venue in Gardena. I need to start worrying about the dates. The finals are in May, right? I think May 2nd was the finals or something like that. So I need to have it, at least a solid month before that. So we're going to start looking at dates pretty soon. Hopefully by Christmas is kind of jacking everything up right now, but hopefully, right after we're done with Christmas, I can start focusing on it a little more. I'll keep messaging the boys though, and we'll try to lock out a date for you guys as soon as we can, so you guys can start prepping and buying plane tickets and whatnot, and we'll have a good event. That's where I'm at right now. Brockton Dog says good match for you in the U.S. would be either Tim or Chance and Krasny or Samin in Europe. Yeah, that'll be fun. I'd love to follow those people for sure. I have to give Tim another match if and when he's ready and he wants it, and he officially calls me out. He gave me the very first time we ever pulled. He came out. He didn't come out for me. He came out for a sponsored event or to do something with a sponsor. And I said, and the sponsor said, "Hey, I'm gonna have Tim out here. You want a match?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll take a match." Tim Bresnan. I got my ass kicked 6-0. And then the second time, I asked him. I said, "Tim, will you do it again? I'm prepped. I'm ready. I think I can handle it." I paid for everything like you should, because I was calling out someone way ranked above me, and I had him come out. And then we had the match out here, and I ended up winning 5-0. So if Tim wants another match, we are 1-1 currently, and he has blessed me with that opportunity both times, right? So there's no way I can deny Tim Bresnan a match. Hopefully he gives me with a little notice. I know his son wants a match with me left-handed. I don't think he's ready. I don't think Corey Bresnan's ready, but I love giving Corey crap. But yeah, so if I definitely owe Tim a match. So if and when he's ready and he wants to do it again, we can definitely run it back. It's not need to schedule an event and figure it out or whatever. But I will never turn down Tim if he wants to hit me up for an event or for a match. Mitch with a €3 super chat. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, guys. If it's below like $5, it doesn't notify me. I have to see it in the chat, so that's why I didn't respond right away. Thank you for the $3 super chat, Mitch. You are the man. Todd and Oleg's love child with the $5 super chat says East vs. West is becoming Clash of the Continents. Good to see you involved. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the super chat and the support for the channel, man. It's an honor. It's an honor. Even though I got my ass kicked, I still had a great time. It's been my honor to head out to Turkey 3 times now, and to commentate and be around Engen and all those world champions. It's an honor that even if something happens to me horrible tonight and I'm never able to do it again, like I'll never forget about that. And it's a big source of pride and something I'm really happy that I was able to do and thankful, super thankful for. So hopefully, we're going to go back there. We're going to start asserting some dominance. I'm tired of getting big and strong and losing. So we're gonna go there and have a good match, hopefully. Another $5 super chat from Jeffrey Ray. What's up, brother? Can you talk about rest time and injuries? It's hard to take time off, but so necessary. Yeah, of course, man. Thank you for the $5 super chat. So there's Chance, Derek the Hurricane Smith. the hurricane. So injuries and time off. You guys, one of the biggest things that Devin Larratt taught me, my very first conversation with him, I said, Devin, what are some things I need to focus on as a new arm wrestler back when I was like a year into the sport or less? He said, try not to get injured and enjoy the ride, right? Enjoy the climb. And as time went on, I understood what that meant more and more. Injuries can set you back, especially big injuries can plague you for the rest of your career, right? They can be nagging things that never really go away. And suddenly you can never high hand top roll, or you can never hook sideways. And there's certain things that can come along with injuries that just don't heal. I think a big thing, it's really hard when you first get into the sport and you're so passionate about it. And I get it. You are dreaming about this every night. You're like, oh, I want to do more wrist curls. I need to go practice more. I want to be the best. And I get it. And we all go through that when you first get into it. You just want to work out every day, all day, just keep making gains. And I get it. But you also have to understand that taking time off and taking time to heal is where the gains are made, right? You put in the solid work. Be proud of the work you're putting in. Put in good work. Don't put in, I don't want to say shitty work, but like less efficient work, right? If you go work your forearms, go do heavy sets, kill them. Don't do a medium one, kill it. And then give it time to rest. If you're going to go hit your chest, kill it. Then wait a week and give it time to rest and heal all the way up and get all those gains, right? So you're constantly healing. Whenever I'm not lifting, when I'm in full training mode, like I am right now, whenever I'm not lifting, everything is dedicated to recovery, right? It's water, it's eating, it's supplements, it's everything you have to do to recover so I can have another good day at the gym, right? We murdered biceps last night at the gym, and today is heavy chest tonight. I'm going to go to the gym and do heavy or pushing. It's heavy chest work, right? A lot of different chest exercises. But I knew that I was so defeated after yesterday's workout. I was like, I came home, started eating. Bridget came over. She was over here, and I'm eating chicken wings and tons, so much chicken and vegetables and carbs and stuff. I feel bloated. I didn't want to eat anymore, and I'm just trying to drink water. I'm drinking the Pedialyte things to rehydrate myself and just everything, taking all things, doing all things to recover. So you have to put recovery at a very high priority, right? Because it is everything. That's where the gains are made. The cycle of getting strong for arm wrestling or getting strong for any kind of physical activity really is you tear down the muscles, doing the work, doing the arm wrestling, whatever it is that tears down the muscles, right? You tear them down. You put the right things in your blood, right? Meaning you're hydrated, your diet, you eat, you supplement, everything. You get your blood correct. Then you get the blood to the affected area so it can heal it. And then you keep redoing that. That's 3 steps, right? Tear it down so it needs to be recovered. Put the right things in the blood, get the blood ready, and then get that ready blood to the affected area via rehab, via massage therapy, or whatever, however you get that blood to the affected area, right? And rinse, recycle, and repeat. So when you're injured, man, you can still train around it. So say one time Devin popped my wrist, and it's never fully recovered all the way. It's getting there slowly. But I couldn't rise for the longest time. I can rise now, but what happened was once I couldn't rise, I dedicated to hooking. That's when I became a hook puller right-handed because I couldn't rise and top roll anybody anymore. So I was like, screw it. I was hooking everyone. And I dedicated years to hooking until I willed it to get strong. So yeah, you train around it, but try not to get hurt in the first place, man. It's really hard when you're new and you want to push yourself, but try really hard to control it. And be smart, be intelligent. Remember, like certain muscles, like your riser muscle, I forget what it's called, something longest. It's underneath this muscle right here. It's underneath here. It's very small. And people try to go crazy with rising, and they'll try to hit PRs every other week and blow out their riser and strain it and stretch it out. You guys take your time on that type of stuff. Like you go so hard, you can injure yourself. So hopefully I answered your question a little bit. Do a poll on who I should pull next. Okay. Oh, wait, there's some chats I missed. Sorry. Part of February and March. Brian, thank you so much for all you do in the arm wrestling community are doing, big dog. No problem, man. Hopefully you'll be able to come. Yes, of course, Sarah. Bridget saying hi, Sarah. Going to be an amazing year of arm wrestling 2023. Maybe coming soon. I'll get some real training in. I'll message you or Veronica, Bridget. And they said Veronica moved to Oklahoma. Yep, she gone. Do a poll on who you should pull next. All right, screw it. Let's do a poll. 2 polls. That's a lot of polls for me. All right. Who should I pull next? Ooh, almost misspelled the word pull. And then we'll give some options here. We'll put Corey West in there because I know everybody wants that. We'll put Chance in there. We'll add Jaggers. I know I accidentally capitalized the A, but whatever. Blake Perry. And And you can only put that many in. All right. And I was going to put BJ Fokakis, but you can only have 4 options. Okay, so I'm going to ask this. But before I ask this, guys, before you vote, remember, I'm getting back into training now, right? I got really strong for Ravaz, lost, whatever happened, 3 months pretty much off of nothing, and I'm just now climbing back up, right? My numbers aren't as high as they were against Ravaz. I'm on my way back right now. So the first match, this is good. Who I should pull next. My first match. I know you guys want to see me go against Corey right now, but I definitely want to be up here when I pull against Corey West, higher than I was against Ravaz. So keep that in mind. You guys think I should rush the Corey match or take my time with it, right? This is how I'm thinking. My first match, some getting your feet wet type matches. You know what I mean? Or do you guys think I should just go straight out for Corey, right? So there you go. I just want to make sure I get that point across for you guys. Like, oh, so you pull Corey West? I know. We want to get there, but steps. Let's see. Catch up with the chat here a little bit. Adam, that one guy says like spike. What do we have? 48 likes, 66 people. We could do a little better than that. We could definitely do a little bit of that with a like spike. I appreciate that, Adam. Thank you. If you guys are on the stream, please hit the thumbs up. I appreciate it. If you're on cell phones, close out the live chat. Hit the thumbs up, and then bring the live chat back up. Please, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Derek, a messenger. We're heading there. Got to get Cali training in where I get the most gains, says Sarah. You're always welcome in our practice, 100%. Everybody saying, hey to Chance. Todd Oleg's low child says Mackie. Chance, what is your favorite color? Okay. Yeah, everybody's plugging Chance's chat. Thank you for plugging Chance's YouTube, you guys. If you guys are subscribed to me, you should also be subscribed to Chance Shaw. So it should go hand in hand. I mean, Chance says that needs to be your move every time you're asked that question. You do a little move, say the hurricane, and then answer the question. Oh my, the hurricane, that move. There's nothing about me that has to do with a hurricane. Like what part of a hurricane and Derek? What are the similarities between a hurricane and Derek? Where that should be my nickname. Let's see. Put the right things in the blood with a syringe. I mean, you can take it however you want, man. You can take that comment however you want. But I'm saying, like, you understand the idea. AW Emma. You guys know who that is? You guys know who AW Emma is? My beautiful daughter, who is not here today. Normally she's here with me on Wednesdays, but she was feeling a little under the weather. Also, she's out of school right now, so she's with her mom. But yeah, normally Emma gets a couple minutes in here with you guys. She's not here, and she's in the chat saying "Father," watching the show. My little one. Brockton says, "Is Brian Shaw so interested in arm wrestling? Have you stayed in touch?" The texts are few and far in between. A couple weeks, 2 to 3 weeks between text messages. As far as I know, he's still working on his wrist. And he's still doing arm wrestling lifts. And that's all I really know. I don't know to what extent and his final goals with it. I still do not know. Adam says, I haven't been able to heal this year. Torn rotator at the last tournament. Elbow destroyed for over a year. Re-injured every day working 10 to 12 hours for a moving company. Sucks. I agree, man. Whenever you get those injuries that are nagging that you can't seem to get away from, every time I hurt my wrist, it pissed me off because all day I would grab something in the wrong angle and relight up my wrist injury. It just kept getting lit up. So I would brace. I would wear one of those wrist braces that has the hard plastic in here, so you can't move your wrist. And then I wear another brace over it every time I leave the house. And then when I get home at night, I would take it off and I would stretch a little bit, get some mobility in there. If I wasn't doing any kind of rice bucket wrist work, I would do it there, controlled. And then even when I sleep, I put the brace back on so I wouldn't do something weird in my sleep and re-injure it. It's just really hard when there's joints that you have to use a lot for work or for daily life that you got to take it super serious in terms of letting it heal and leaving it alone, right, and stop using it. I know it's hard, certain jobs and stuff, but if you're prioritizing arm wrestling, that's what's gonna have to happen. Captain Maj says the tastiest fight in arm wrestling for me is John Brzenk versus JB versus TH. Oh, Todd Hutchings. Yet the promoters still not make it happen, even though it has shelf life. Take the fights. Ease Mechanic says, I relate to this so much. I've been going so hard myself since I started 4 months ago. I finally gave myself 2 weeks to recover. I feel so much better. I'm starting to feel strong, not depleted. Attaboy. DK Cabo 2 says, why don't you pull Mega Mike next? I mean, Mike's my teammate. He's my training partner. So we train together pretty often whenever he shows up to practice. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we could bowl. Benji said, damn, Adam, heal up. Phil Woody says, evening all. Phil, thanks for coming through. Lagia, what's going on? Thomas Emilio Silva Ebensberger says, hey, bud, can you explain the idea of needing more supination than pronation at the beginning of a hook? I feel that chop down pressure when cupped. I feel that chop down pressure when cupped is pronation. Thanks. So cupped. Oh, you're saying that this is so my whole premise behind supinating for hook, right, is when you supinate, you expose your bicep. That's a thing. That's a real thing, and I understand that that's not always the best idea. To move someone's, my idea is that supination is best in a hook when trying to regain center table or control center table. That's when supinating in a hook can be very valuable, right? That's my idea, right? So when you're in a deep hook, you're supinated, I'm connecting my forearm below my wrist to your forearm. What steers you across the table? It's your forearm, right? So you could always flop press or do other things if I stay up in your hand above your wrist. But when I supinate and I connect my wrist to your wrist, I'm now moving your forearm across the table. So to regain center table control in a hook, in a deep hook, I pronate when I'm about to get pinned and when I'm about to pin. Now, a lot of people, most people, 95% of hook pullers will pronate from this side all the way to this side. But if you're down here and you're having trouble pronating through their hand, chopping in and then having the elbow integrity to handle it and using your bicep to regain center table and then going back on the pronation is valuable. I believe you pronate a hook. I believe pronating a hook for pinning and to stop yourself from getting pinned is super valuable. But center table, I think, can be efficiently recaptured using supination and connecting your forearm to their forearm. Now, you have to have the elbow integrity with a lot of cupping, right? You keep cupping in to fight their pronation and whatnot, and to secure them to keep down here. And then you can use the elbow and drive across the center table and then back to pronation. Sorry, that's an extended answer for those of you guys that aren't hardcore arm wrestlers. I'm sorry for getting too far into it. But yeah, and so I believe this is pronation as well. I believe that when your forearm twists, we call that pronation. We arm wrestlers consider it pronation, right? That's arm wrestling pronation. Their forearm twists this way. However that's done, whether that's done from dropping your whole body and pronating your whole body, or it's done through a concentric movement. Either way, it's your hand and wrist pronating your ulnar and your radial bone pronating over, right? So I consider that pronation as well. Thank you for the question, Thomas. Hopefully I answered it the way you wanted. Let's see. Who's Blake Perry? Says Nate Polidoro. Blake Perry, Tennessee Titan, about 6'7". About, I don't know Blake's weight. He's a big boy, 400 plus, and he hooks. And I don't know what's Blake currently ranked, Chance, in North America. I don't know his current ranking. He's somewhere. He's definitely top 20, top 15. I don't know where he's at right now though. Let's see. What's the chat say? Or what's the poll? I haven't even looked. Chance. Everybody says predominantly Chance, then Austin Jaggers, then Corey West, then Blake Perry. Chance, they're saying you're my warm-up match, bro. Now, I was going to message you actually yesterday when we was talking about it. Well, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm not officially calling Chance out for a match, but we're friends, we're buddies. Maybe we want to start scheduling one for I don't know, 7 months out, a year out, or something. I don't know. Maybe start setting one up if he's down. I don't know how long you want to wait on that Chance before one day we have a match, Carolyn says Jaggers. Carolyn, welcome to the chat. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you so much. It's been a while. Let's see. Neil Spence, what do you think about the trouble between Beerman and Engen? I don't know the ins and outs of it. I've been seeing Beerman, Evan posting clown pictures of Engen. I haven't got into it to figure out what's going on at all. Get real. Sharpen your teeth. Beat Corey, says Mark Wright. All right. Logia says Ravaz might be top 5 in the world in terms of top roll versus top roll. He did not avoid Artem's hook well at all, though. I thought they were starting Artem a little carved in on that, and also Artem was faster than I think anybody thought he was going to be in terms of getting that hook set. But even to think about that, like I said, I still think that Ravaz had a dominant hand and wrist, but Artem snapped him into a hook so fast that even the way that Ravaz was hooking with Artem, he was still rotating Artem's arm all the way over. Artem's bicep wasn't going to give though, but his hand, Ravaz was still rotating that hand at will. It's just in the setup, I think Artem was starting a little supinated, a little carved in, and was able to sink in that hook. before Rivas was able to get away. But Artem played it really well, played it really, really smart. Why do the voters want to see you lose, says Chance Shaw? They want to see the Hurricane take down the tugboat. Bridges says they want to see the Hurricane take down the tugboat. Ooh, can the tugboat survive the choppy waters? Mark Wright says, do you think Bowen is a challenge to you? Chance is one to take on Blue. I think you're much better. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Ryan's a lot smaller. I do think Chance is going to beat Ryan pretty bad. Ryan's my buddy, so is Chance. I just think that Chance is a lot bigger and stronger than last time they pulled. Chance is more weathered. Chance is more versatile, as in he even got a little hook. I don't know if you guys saw a little hook. He threw it against BJ Fokakis. I think Chance is still finding lanes that he likes on top of the lane he already has established. So I think Chance is growing a lot right now. I think that it's an uphill battle for Ryan Bowen to get to the just pure strength level of Chance right now. He's gonna have to put in some serious work, and he doesn't have the frame or the size that Chance has right now. So it's gonna be an uphill battle for Ryan. I see Chance as a pretty heavy favorite, and then also it's kind of like the same thing for me. I mean, I'm just a way bigger dude than Ryan, and so if he wants to arm wrestle me in a conventional style, I would favor myself. I guess I'll say that. So, but we'll see if Ryan wants to become a super heavyweight, but I just don't think he's built to be a super heavyweight. Brockton Dog says, how do you feel about facing Lachlan? Lachlan has said multiple times he doesn't want to face super heavyweights anymore. He's more wants to stay in his weight class, which makes sense. I mean, I'd love to pull him. It'd be fun. Find out what's what. But, yeah, as far as I've heard, he's not interested in pulling super heavyweights. Dave says, pronation on the hook is what makes the difference. Pronation through the thumb, like John. Yeah. It definitely makes a difference when you're pinning or getting pinned. I just think besides pronation. Lachlan is a good challenge. So is Toddzilla. Toddzilla is be a beast. We're gonna have our time with Todd. We're gonna dance for sure. Nate says, Derek, we're all hardcore arm wrestlers. There you go. Lachlan is a great example of zero pronation. There you go. Always good to see Big Derek win, said Captain Maj. When it happens, it's always good to see me win. White Wolf in the house. There he is. What's up, bud? Eric Castillo. I feel like Barrick Smith better than the Barricade. The Barricade, but they both work for me. Captain Cross says, Captain Cross in the chat, all the way from Bermuda. Derek, you the man. No, you're the man. Thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate you supporting. My daughter says, Dad, you can beat anyone if I'm there, so you should take me on your trips. I'm just good luck. She keeps telling me she wants to go to the Bahamas. Every week, my daughter says, Dad, let's go to the Bahamas. She's obsessed with the Bahamas. So is there any arm wrestlers in the Bahamas right now? Let me know if you're in the chat and you're from the Bahamas. Let's see. Corey says, dude, I hope you commentate next East vs. West. You and Ray be a really good combo. I know. I did a great job commentating. Damn it. But it is a big trip just to go out there and commentate. But, it's still a cool experience. Plus, Chance has a match. I need to go out there and support Chance and just give him crap the whole trip. Damn it. Chance says, the honest truth is Derek is too big and strong for all of Australia. They are too far behind. Chance, you're so blunt and mean. No, I don't know. Lachlan is a super strong dude. I don't know what shape Ben Carroll's in. Big Marty is super strong. Obviously, Ryan's in there. I don't know. And you saw how Lachlan did when he came over here and pulled Austin Jaggers and stuff. I mean, he's definitely on some level. Bridget says, start a GoFundMe so we can take Emma. C says, Derek, do you think I can be the best 154 natural guy at 240 pounds with D-ball and test? Definitely. 100%. Neil Spence, do you need to pull soon so you can't live off beating an out-of-shape Tim forever? Ooh, damn. Neil, why are you so cold? If he was out of shape, how does he beat Matt Massick a month later? And then everybody else he's pulled after that. I'm just saying. Jared's okay for you not to know. I know. Says Chance. Senzu, there he is. Dropped to 90 kg and let's go. Senzu, I was talking to somebody else. Far Q2. I was talking to him, and we were playing Call of Duty the other day. He said he knows you. He's from your neck of the woods, kind of. Jeffrey Ray says, I was there for your Tim Bresnan match. I'd be excited to see that again, and definitely left hand with Corey. No, right hand with Corey. Left hand, not a good one. Right-handed is the one I say, that when I do face Corey, I'll beat him. Right-handed. Left-handed, I don't know if it's there because I don't. One of the biggest things is my left hand. I don't possess the ability to go sideways very hard. I've injured my inner elbow that when I pull left hand, it has to be a backwards motion. And to try to pull through Corey just straight backwards is a hard sell without any sideways because he fights sideways so hard. My left isn't built for that style. He's a bad matchup for me left-handed. He just is. What about Tobias, man? There's so many amazing arm wrestlers. There's so many freaks. Yeah, Tobias is a gangster. Andre, who's like ranked 4th or 5th in the Florida, just stonewalled Mahdi. The gap is huge there. Oh, Chance, man. Jesus. Cool. Hey, Chance, I still haven't seen it. What happened with your boy against John Terrion? Holy crap. Your boy from Florida, that match. I haven't seen the match. I don't know what happened. How did it go and why? I heard John won. John Terrion. He won, but Noel. Yeah, but how'd the match go? What happened? Why did he 3-0 him? Because I know you were pretty excited about that match, and I was excited about the match because Noel's amazing. I didn't see the match though. So what happened? Like when was he controlling the wrist? Did he beat him in a hook? I haven't seen it. I'm interested in hearing about that. Although Chance's firm favorite, Ryan Bowen and Aussie Troop will be peaked. Caleb Armbender says, "Who's my next match?" I was just talking about you a little bit to Zach, and he sees you. I was asking Zach who, for my team, Zach Wagner. I was asking him who his rival is in the sport. He goes, "I don't really have one." And I go, "Well, who you been in sport around the same time as, and who's like close to your weight, and you always want to beat?" And then it took us a while, and then your name got brought up. I was like, "There you go." I know Zach, goes back and forth. I think he thinks he can beat you. He says he can beat you comfortably, Caleb. So, yeah, I need to see you and Zach have some more matches for sure. Caleb, you have to take out Will. Will, that's a woo. Take him out, my boy. 3 Hook Wars, great matches. Nothing fancy happened. Caleb, come compete in Florida, bro. You can stay with me. Hey. Jeffrey Ray says, missed you at the suit match practice a couple weeks ago. My buddy Casey Stevens did good. I took an L, but it was a lot of fun, man. Glad you had a good time. Yeah, it's crazy. Those the big practices, the beginning of the year practices in Anaheim, it's not intentional, but I'm never there. I made it to like 2 out of like 8 or 9. I'm just every time someone plans for me to go out of town or fly somewhere, they plan for the first weekend of each month for some reason, and I just keep being booked to go places on the first weekend of each month. It's crazy. I laugh each time. Like, dude, it's every time that Sunday I just leave. So yeah, I just keep not showing up. It's not intentional at all. I just keep being busy on that exact weekend. Caleb says, I can see Zach beating me left. I'm right. He's feeling great. I hope to see him LA fit. All right. Tyrion called out Corey Miller, and when I saw Corey at Washington State, he said he'd smash Tyrion. Sounds like he's down for the match. Hey. All right. Chance, I might have to take you up on that offer. I'll stay up. Chance to hook up going places. Are we, Caleb? DM do something. Forgot to tell you. I mean, Jay Webb, Justin probably wants that match, Caleb. But Justin's a little heavier than you right now. Justin's a big old fatty. He's over 200 pounds now. He's a big heavy dog. He's going for super heavyweights. Yeah. So anyway, back onto the original topic. Hopefully you guys can take your chance, go qualify, try to get your East versus West match. I'm really excited to see who wins the finals and who gets their next opportunity to go represent the United States or the West. I know they're having one in Brazil too. I think Gabby said she's going to host one down in Brazil. Dude, I'm really excited to see what happens. And it's a big opportunity for anybody involved. Chance, do we need to qualify? Have you heard it? I haven't asked Egan. Do I need to qualify? I mean, I got my butt kicked twice. Do I need to qualify? Do you need to qualify? I don't know how that works. But yeah, I don't know. I just think that's really cool, man, to give people an open opportunity, a guaranteed opportunity to compete at the biggest stage in the world is awesome. Chance, since you're 0-2, you need to, but I've won, so I'm good. I hate you so much. I can't wait for us to have our match. Oh my God. I'm going to come in 400 pounds of muscle. Seething, red, veins popping muscles, Chance. They're going to say go, and I'm like, is this it? Chance, look around. Maggie, are you getting this on camera? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Oh, you mother. He's always taking jabs at me, Chance. All right. Someone banned girls 18 site. Jesus. I hope you don't have to qualify just because it seems like this is a good way to see up and comers. You're actually established. I'll go to 115 kg. Meet me there. No, dude. I'm not lose weight. Let's just see who can become the bigger human, Chance. All right. We're gonna have a race to see who can become the bigger guy. You think the shirt's filled out now? Just wait. Ooh, baby. You ever see like Rich Piana but being 6'8"? Just it's not about the size at all. Obviously I was huge against Rivaz and I still got my ass kicked. So it's more about what's in the tank. Why are the winners of the UK East versus West qualifiers competing for the East if they win the next round? I don't know. Chances I hear they can make you taller in Turkey. Maybe I'll make them out of foot. Yeah, little guy. I don't know why. I mean, it's east of here, So there he is, Far Q2. You can pull a Chance after Bowen smashes him, dude. Chance, you see that? The Aussies in here saying you're going to get destroyed by Ryan Bowen. Chance, wait, where is that? By the way, I was going to ask, where is that match at? Is it in Australia or are you flying out there? Where's it at? Where's the match at? Chancellor from Florida, do you know the level of states in the Southwest? Like which states are the highest level? Southwest. The most active states in the United States for arm wrestling, Florida, Texas, Pennsylvania. I don't know in which order. Probably in Texas, Florida, Pennsylvania. Washington keeps having tournaments and a lot of practices up there. Washington, California, somewhere they're probably close. Yeah, but the Pennsylvania one kind of that area, New Jersey has stuff going on. Those are ones that are pretty active. Yeah, it's in Australia. Oh, so you're getting a free trip to Australia out of it. Attaboy. Why are the qualifiers in New Jersey and Indiana? I can't even find those bum states on them. It says never stop polling. There was some mix-ups, and they could not have an event in Pennsylvania. That was originally brought up, but immediately got X'd out. So they decided to go with New Jersey. There we go. Florida is in the Southeast. All Southeast states have killers, in my opinion. Florida dominates lefty, but right, it's a toss-up, in my opinion. Yeah, because like Georgia is beast. You got Ron Bath. You got Paul Passmore. There's monsters all along that coast. But that's where all the super heavyweights are too. All the ranked super heavyweights on the East Coast. It's annoying. Let's see. Devil's Backbone Polar says, I'll pay for your flight and you and the missus can come hang out in Colorado. All right. Wait, are you talking to me or Chance? Can I ask how the weigh-ins are going to work for these? Okay. Ingen hasn't given an official ruling on how the weigh-ins work, right? It's probably going to be day before weigh-ins. I like day. Okay, this coming from a super heavyweight guy that's never had to cut weight in his life or anything like that. So take this with a grain of salt, right? This is what I'm about to say. I understand I'm not a lighter guy. I've never had to cut weight, but I do like the idea of same day weigh-ins. I do like the idea of like kind of what you walk around at is kind of what you compete at. I do like that idea. Alan Fisher's been preaching that forever, having same day weigh-ins because like he walks around at 165, he's super natty, and he wants to compete at 165. He doesn't want guys that weigh 220 competing at like 165 or some crazy drop. What are your guys' thoughts on that? What are your guys' thoughts of same day weigh-ins versus day early weigh-ins where you could cut 20, 30 pounds on water weight and then balloon back up before the time you pull? What do you guys think about that? Because if you do same day weigh-ins, you don't have time to put all that weight back on. You have a couple hours, maybe a 10-pound swing tops. You can't do no 20, 30-pound swing. From what I understand. Sorry, I got East and West mixed up. I just lift weights and arm wrestles is awesome. See, Devil's Backbone Polar says, you Derek. Yeah, man. Me and Bridget will come out to Colorado, whatever. We already went out there and hung out with Brian. Also, if I come out there, maybe I can get Brian to attend a practice. Maybe I can do that. Yeah. Send me a message on Discord. FarQ2 might be able to train. Yeah, he says he's talked to you before. Sent you. He says you guys both live in Tasmania or whatever. We love Colorado. Colorado is beautiful. I like same day win as well, even though I'm small. Same day wins are great, in my opinion, says Chance Shaw. Yeah, we say that, but we don't really cut weight. Well, you used to at one point. Wait, Chance, how much did you weigh when you went to Worlds? You guys, this number is going to blow your mind. Chance, at some point, cut weight and went to Worlds. When you went to Worlds, how much did you weigh, Chance? Because Chance is like around, I don't know right now, but I know you were getting around 300 pounds, right? Did you reach 300? And what did you weigh when you went to Worlds? 180. And what's the heaviest you've ever been? What's the heaviest you've ever been, Chance? You made 180 for the Worlds. What's the heaviest you've ever been? Then it's unsafe. Same day would be healthier. Was the last time you weighed 165 when I was born? Chance no shot against the world's strongest arm wrestler, Ryan Bowen. Neil Spence. You have to weigh in just before you pull. I agree. I hit 320 in sweet. See, there you go. Chance got up to 320 and competing at Worlds at 180. I remember seeing, I was like, oh my gosh, he's so small at Worlds when he went to Worlds. That's all right, Ryan. How was the Vegas Expo? Okay, Colorado is a utopia, just amazing. I agree. Like 322. I have to bulk to get to 180, says Brian. I feel you, man. I just I got lucky with the frame. I don't know if I got lucky because I'm supposed to die early because I'm big, but for some things I got lucky with the frame. In fighting sports, I've tried open conversation about same day wins, and all I can deduce is promoter control. Oh, maybe I'll go for 198. Hey. At some point, after I'm done with this arm wrestling thing, hopefully this is the goal. I reach number 1 in the world, right? At 400 pounds, beat red, juicy muscle. I reach number 1 in the world. And then I defend it as many times as I can. The moment I lose it, all the way back down. We're going for 240. That's my goal. I don't think I'll get below 240 ever. I was 215 in high school, 6'7", 215. I don't want to be, that was really skinny. But I want to be healthy. I don't want to be all crazy heavy, putting all that strain on my heart as long as whatever. So my still goal is try to become number 1 and then want to get healthy and walk around at 240, 250 and just kick it. Chance Shaw, see you later, bud. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah. Tugboat, all gas, no brakes against Bowen. Mop him up versus the schmo. There we go. See, everybody seems to like same day weigh-ins, man. I think it's cool, man. I think there's a lot to be said about competing at kind of what you walk around at, maybe like a small cut, but nothing crazy. A big enough cut where it's not going to affect your performance, right? That's the biggest cut you do. I don't know. Derek at 240 would be on the Olympia stage. Well, if I kept all the muscle and got to 240, I'll meet you at 300 in a couple years. Lightweight isn't for me, says Brian. When was the last time you were 165, says Alex? I told you when I was born. It's only a matter of time before you beat Shaw. Chance Shaw or Brian Shaw, says King Hoddle. If you and Devin both like same days, I do too. Thanks, DF. You guys, I've been. If you guys have not checked out Devin Forum, Devin DF, post your YouTube link in here. I game with him a lot. I've been playing Warzone and stuff when I'm not training at some downtime. I've been playing with Devin's Forum. We've been playing a lot. Me, him, Benchy Mac, FarQ2 in here. We've been playing Warzone together. So if you guys are bored, he live streams it. If you're really bored and you want to watch me play video games with those guys, subscribe to Devin's Forums channel. He live streams it a lot, and so does Benchy Mac. Actually, DF, post Benji's channel as well, please, in the link in the description, in the chat. Bridget's mad. Says playing a ton of video games. Stop it! I'm getting jacked and swole for you, Bridget. There's lighting in here. It does not make my biceps look good at all. I swear they're bigger than this. The numbers are going good in the gym, guys. Tonight I'm gonna go right when I'm done here. Going to the gym. We're gonna do chest. We're gonna start working our way back up to a nice 405 pound bench. I did remember for Ravaz, I got to 405 for 3. That was the heaviest bench I've ever gotten. Last week I did heavy bench, but after I arm wrestled on Sunday, and then I did heavy bench on Wednesday, and my elbows were kind of screaming. But I got 315 up for 6. So I believe today I could probably do hopefully 315 for 8 to 10 is the goal. And then we're going to work our way up. I want to get a 500-pound bench press. Guys, by the way, bench press is not the number one thing for arm wrestling. I'm not saying it is. It's just a small goal. I'm doing other chest workouts for arm wrestling. I just like doing bench as a little side thing because I've never had a big bench. But anyway, yeah. So trying to get that 500-pound bench would be fun. It's so, my arms are so long, guys. It's so hard to bench 500 pounds this far, or So, but it's a work in progress. Jeffrey Ray says we need a 176 class with all organizations. 165 is a tough cut, and 185 is packed. Just need to get stronger. There you go. Devin Swarm, check out the Legend Gamer and Arm Wrestling Smith live he posted his channel. There you go. Oh, he's leaving me out, DF. I know. Why don't you post FarQ2's channel as well? Anyway, guys, does anybody have any other questions for me? I'm trying to think of any other topics that we haven't covered this week. I can't think of anything else. I think that's everything. All right, I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds. If you have any questions you want to post in the chat, post it now. If not, I'm going to start getting ready to sign off. I know I cut the chat short a little last week too. It's just I don't want to sit here and just filibuster and wait around for until we hit exactly 6. If we run out of topics, we run out of topics, and then we'll get off. Yeah. Austin C says bye-bye. See you later, dude. But yeah. Anyway, I'm just excited about me training, guys, and getting back into it. It feels very good to be motivated. Big shout out to my training partner. I have a super heavyweight that's on my team named Emil, and Emil is gun-ho. He's at the gym every day with me. He is all about it. This guy has what it takes. He's a big old hand. He is so dedicated, and he has that anger, that competitiveness, and he's open-minded about learning. He has all the things necessary. He's going to be a force in the next couple of years. So I'm really excited about having that, and he's helping push me at the gym. Hey, I'm here. Where are you at? Get your ass over here. Like, he's helping keep me on top of it, and I'm helping guide him and show him the ropes. So it's going really well. Anyway, guys, 542. We'll start signing off. Love you guys to death. Thank you for supporting me always and being in this chat, you guys. I have a video I'm going to release. I have the video when I went to Texas for the Arm Wrestling Uncensored thing. I have that video. I never even released it. It's already edited and everything. I remember I didn't upload it because I wanted to get a thumbnail made for it, and I never got the thumbnail made for it, and I completely forgot. The video is ready. I just have to upload it. Bridget, I need a thumbnail, and I just need to put a thumbnail on it. That's it. It's been ready for like weeks. So yeah, I'll put that video out. It's basically just me hanging out with Alex Credecha and joking around with him a lot. That's basically what it is, and showing my travels a little bit. So I'll put that video out for you guys, give you guys some kind of content. And yeah, all right. So anyway, love you guys to death. Thank you for supporting me. I'm undeserving as always. Have a good night, you guys, and I'll talk to you later.